everybody? It's your girl Sofia, aka Sophie, back here on Sophia's Football Talk to do a match preview as the Premier League finally is back. Okay, I really miss the Premier League. It's just, I don't know about you guys, but I feel like this international break has just been a lot. A lot, especially for us Man United supporters. I just feel like it's been one of the longest um, international breaks we've had in a while, even though technically it's, I believe, like about the same, duration, the same length, but it just feels like it's been a long time due to all of the off-field issues and all of that. But I digress. Either way, I'm very happy for the Prem to be back again tomorrow. Man United is going to be at home. We're going to be facing Brighton. So we'll, of course, talk about that. I haven't really fully given my thoughts about the whole James Sancho situation after, at least the latest one, as he has been suspended. It's what it seems. And then we'll dive into some of the quotes from Ten Hag's press conference earlier today, of course, as well as the team news in general. And then more so at the end, I'll do a prediction of the starting 11 and then predicting the overall score like we always do. That's kind of what we like to do here. So before we do, make sure that you guys give the video here a big thumbs up. And of course, also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We have a live subscriber count going on right now. So now we're at 2,162 subscribers. It often goes up and down, up and down, up and down. But hey, we are on the road to 3K subscribers. So let's try to make that happen, shall we? Let's try to make that happen. And feel free to join the SFT membership. Link is in the description box. Let me say hi to Ravi. Big up to Hassan. Hope you're doing well. Best of luck for the World Cup finals against Norway. My country. I didn't even know that they were. I tried to do research. I didn't find anything. But either way, good luck to you. Best of luck. Best of luck. Okay, so let's talk about it. Oh, hello, Tolumba. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. By the way, sorry guys for me having to cancel yesterday's stream. Personal matters it came up that made me have to prioritize that, and I think it probably was the best decision. But we're back here and ready to go. So, also, like I said, we're going to be facing Brighton at home at Old Trafford. We do have a very good record here at Old Trafford, especially when it comes to the league. The last time we lost at home was the opening game last season against Brighton. Hey, it's been a while, but Brighton, they're definitely not going to be an easy team for us to beat, but I need us to do something. I need us to collect those 3 points. I have to. I need there to be some type of positivity because there's been so much, agony and just stress and frustration for us United fans. It's been a lot. It really is. I know I'm wearing the Inter kit, but I'm going to be filming a Milan Derby match preview later, so I was just like, let's just, also have this on. But yeah, it's been a lot, people. It's been a lot. Big up to you, Vrach, by the way. Hope you're doing well. So, okay, I want to go in with, maybe very soon with the 10 quotes, but I already made a video with, obviously, right after the incident happened. Ten Hag, it was after the Arsenal game, right? We all know this. You've heard this time and time again. It wasn't like he was calling out Sancho out of nowhere. He was asked a question on why Sancho wasn't in the squad, and then, he just answered due to, lack of, what was it? Training. Not training well, maybe, potentially. Could I maybe worded it in a better way? But either way, I do feel like this has gotten way out of proportion. This has blown up to be something it shouldn't be. And of course, it didn't make it any better or easier when we saw the statement from Sancho that he tweeted, and he had that up as a pinned tweet, okay, on his Twitter page for a while, for a few days, until he then took that down. Was it, I believe, when was it? Was it Wednesday? Was it yesterday? Might have been yesterday. Might have been yesterday. Either way, took it down. But it's been, reports saying like Sancho refused to apologize, yada yada yada. I think Sancho is within his own right to feel the way he felt. I just kind of wish that this would have been. Can y'all just, talk amongst yourself and not have this be a public dispute, a public battle? It takes away. It maybe not takes. It adds even more frustration to what we already have. We know that Anthony's going to be gone for a while. I'm not going to talk about that whole situation. Y'all know how I felt with the whole Voldemort MG situation, so that it's too much. So he gonna be gone for a while as well, right? We already have that. We already have the stuff with the Glazers for a long time. There's a lot, and then the Sancho thing came up, and I'm like, can we just? I'm tired, people. There's so many statements coming up, like Maguire's mother coming out with a statement because she feels like he's been, abused and yada yada. Like, people are tired. For once, can we just have a little bit? Can we have one day, 1 week of some positivity at Man? Just 1 week of no drama and bullshit. Sorry for my language. It's just 1 week. I beg, just 1 week. That's all I ask for, just 1 week. But no, maybe at some point. But right now, So, obviously, the situation later was, yesterday at least, Sancho is going to be training by himself. United has issued a statement about that. So he's not going to be available for tomorrow's game. The question then is as follows: is this the end for Jadon Sancho? Maybe, potentially. I don't know. I would have if they can't resolve this, if he can't maybe be like, what? Okay, Ten Hag, I was frustrated, but I might have been a bit out of pocket for coming out with the statement and having it pinned. So, sometimes you got to have a little bit of awareness, a little bit of accountability. Okay, man up, people. Take the grudge away. Come together. If you're pissed, if you feel like you wanna prove yourself, show that on the pitch, brother. That's I want to believe that there's a player still there within Sancho, but I don't know. I just feel like the whole situation is very much unfortunate. It's a bummer. We shouldn't be having to have that international break focusing on that. But I also do have to make it very clear. I don't agree with the stuff that the media has put out with the character assassination, with questioning his demeanor in terms of okay, whether he talks, was it when they were bringing up something from last season, in the reveal in regards to the away kit, in that he didn't want to be asked many questions. Like, he'd rather have the presenter ask questions for Luke Shaw and Bruno instead of him. And I'm thinking sometimes, hey, you can have your off days. You could be like, what, I showed up for work, but mentally I ain't here. But I'm here. Physically I'm here. I just want to clock in and clock out. But please, this is not the best day. That has nothing to do with this situation right here. Whether or not it's due to, of course, the training, that's something that they got to sort out behind closed doors. And I do wish that they could have made that come to some sort of resolution. But as things stand right now, doesn't look to be the case. And hey, I think probably he'll just, I don't know, maybe there was something, then he'll just leave in January. Yeah, I don't think, he wasn't signing at all. He was under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I do think now it's maybe we shouldn't even have got them that time with Ole. Was it really a plan for Jadon Sancho? There's definitely still time for him. He's still young enough for him to able to galvanize his career. You can still, save your career. I just don't think there's maybe any more chance to make, your United career great. And that goes for a lot of people, to be honest. But I just feel like with Sancho, this just might be it. And that's unfortunate. Like I said, I keep using the word unfortunate, but it is. Really, of course, would have loved for it to work out. I mean, I really like Jadon Sancho under Dortmund, was hoping he can work out, but hey, sometimes you just gotta be like, you know what? Hey, it's not meant to be, but he also has to take accountability though for you know, in terms of okay, when he has been giving a chance here and there, he doesn't always show up. So we do have to be clear about that once again. But I'm not gonna sit here and say that Ten Hag is completely perfect. No, no, no. But I also do think that the manager is the manager, and sometimes you kind of have to also, if you don't undermine him in public. If you feel like he's been disrespecting you, brother, go tomorrow morning. Cool down your head today. Tomorrow morning, you go down to knock on the door at his office. You'd be like, what the hell? That was uncalled for. Something in that order. But of course, then I maybe could have rephrased it differently as well. So I'm not picking necessarily either sides here, but at the same time, I'm tired of the player power. I'm tired of us being player FC for years. I'm tired of it. I want to move on. I'm Man United first, okay? And I'm not necessarily thinking, y'all know how I felt with the whole Cristiano Ronaldo thing. Not that we're gonna say like those were exactly the same incident because we're not, but it's about undermining a manager and all of that in a way. And so for me, when it comes to that case, I do think it's very important to just keep the same energy. Nobody's bigger than the club. Nobody. It's that simple. It's that simple. That's kind of what I feel at least. So yeah, before we move on to what Ten Hag, said in terms of the whole Sancho situation, as he was asked about it, I do want to hear your comments as well. So I'm going to read some of them. Yoda says Brighton are beating you. Okay, 1-2. Now that everybody's out, we'll see. Yoda says, had this been Sir Alex Ferguson, Sancho would have had it more worse. These players have gone soft. Might be on something. Shaw says Sancho has every right to protect himself. That's your opinion. And yeah, of course you can protect yourself. I just feel like you could have done it in a different manner. Tomorrow, I really hope Rashford gets some minutes. I know Everton, I want to start him. I hope so. I'm personally tired with the Sancho issue. Crybaby. I wouldn't call him crybaby, but that's your prerogative. I don't know. It's not the best situation. It's not a good look. I'm 200% sure United pushed the Sancho store to push away from the athlete talk to protect. Yeah, I don't think that's the case at all. I don't think so. But you can go past it, but I don't think so. Let's like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Yes, I appreciate it. Yes. Live subscriber count right here. So if you haven't subscribed and you like the vibe, make sure you do subscribe. You can have the week. Just stop mocking Maguire and just chill. I don't know when I've been mocking Maguire. I'm just saying, I'm just like, with Maguire, did I not say that Maguire, like a lot of people say like Maguire's finished his shit. I've actually been very, like, at Man United, it's not going to work out. But that doesn't mean that you can't save your career as well. He should have gone to West Ham, and nobody would have been focusing on him that much. He would have gone to West Ham, probably would have done very well. And people would be like, you know what? And that would make sense for him then to be in the English squad. But how are you going to be playing for England when you don't really play that much for Man United? You're not fully match fit. You're scoring an own goal. Like, I'm sorry. You're putting this on yourself. I don't agree with abuse. Abuse and criticism, two very different things. Abuse, I don't agree with none of that. But I'm not going to sit here and say that this guy only gets abuse. Okay, he definitely gets a lot of flack. But let's keep it 100. He also could avoid a lot of it by simply moving to another club. When you have a like a lack of awareness to be like, you know what, I'm gonna actually still stay at Man United because I want to fight for my place. Fight for what? I know. I'm sure I will be playing. You're just gonna play due to technicalities because players getting injured. Of course, you take the opportunity you get, but it's like, brother, if you would have gone to West Ham, you would be starting. Like, what? Come on. I get the money, but brother, save your career. You ain't getting any younger. You know? Lewis says that's not supposed to be a question. Yes, it's the end. Hmm? Chelsea OG says I fully agree and trust the mainstream media. Yeah, pick up to you though. Chelsea says I hope that Trina doesn't. Wait, I hope don't result to Sancho because he's the most talented player. I'm not even going to entertain the shots. You're obviously this is trolling, so we're gonna continue. Lewis says I don't agree with the character assassination, not fair, but that's a part of football. I mean, it is, but you can also technically shouldn't be though. It really depends. I just feel like certain things when it comes to, I mean, if it's true with, of course, okay, you're not necessarily training the best, then hey, speak on that. But if it's more so on the other way, talking about somebody's demeanor in terms of them being very quiet or being an extrovert, an introvert, that to me doesn't add anything. That's when I feel like, okay, we're doing a bit too much, in my opinion. Because I'm an introvert myself. So, Lumba Varane should go in summer, can't stay fit. Maguire McSauce down the all out. Hey, a bunch of people should go. Who says if Jadon Sancho beat Ten Hag in an argument, it will be very weird because he's the manager. I mean, you could technically, you could agree to disagree. Being sentimental is the reason we haven't won trophies. Got to be tough and ruthless. 100%. United wants Maguire to leave, so pay him. It's United. They could just pay. A contract is a contract. But also, you don't want to play football. Like, once again, I'm not criticizing him for just sitting here for the money, but I'm also thinking you can't sit here and just be crying about the criticism you're getting and you're not doing anything about it to change your surroundings, change your circumstances yourself. You're not doing it any better because you're putting yourself in the limelight as well. That's all I'm saying. Abuse, criticism, two different things. I agree with constructive criticism. I don't agree with abuse. Two different things. Big up, Hassan just got off training. Big up, big up. We're doing well. I really show a lot, but that's my real opinion. Sancho is the most talented player at United. Yeah, he's definitely not the most talented player at United. I wouldn't say that. Incredible talent, but not the most talented player. I would say that. Big up, Ravi. Quick one, is Amber out for a Brighton game? Yes, we will talk about it. So, before we fully do though, I want to talk about, mention some quotes from Ten Hag's press conference. So, Ten Hag, this is by Samuel Luckers, by the way. Ten Hag refused to refer to Jadon Sancho by his name in his press conference. Ten Hag said he inherited a no-good culture at Man United when he took over. Not the quote here, just in general that I saw from Central Devils Twitter account, says Eric Ten Hag asked about Jadon Sancho. And once again, it's just very clear. He doesn't mention him by name. So he said, I think everything he said, the squad is strong, in good spirits, and a good mood going into the game against Brighton. And then when it comes to Eric Ten Hag being without Sancho and Voldemort number 2, Anthony, you have setbacks in season. Sometimes players are injured or for other reasons aren't available. So you construct a squad. The squad is very good, and the players who are available are motivated. And when it comes to this one, was a bit like Eric Ten Hag on abuse that Harry Maguire gets. I've said many times, it's disrespectful. He doesn't deserve it. He's a great player, gives great performances. It is crazy how it works. Harry has to block this. Once again, the abuse is not okay. Okay, giving people death threats, calling somebody like, making fun of like disabled people and stuff like that. That to me, that's disgusting. That I do not agree with. Nobody deserves that. No. Okay, so that part I hear him with the abuse. Once again, abuse is a strong word. We have to remember abuse, but we can't sit there and say that when people criticize and say like today it wasn't good, today it's not good. That's abuse. No, that's not abuse. You have to differentiate between abuse and constructive criticism. It's how you word your opinions is what I think is key here. So that's very important at least. But yeah, so that's kind of like the gist of it. But it probably will be coming up with part two. Like always at the earlier on the day, you always get like the first part of the press conference, and then at the evening nighttime, you end up getting the second part of the press conference. So we'll probably hear something else in regards to other stuff. But right now, that's that. So it was asked earlier whether or not Amrabat will be playing or available. Nope. Ten Hag, I was kind of thinking, I was hoping. I mean, he had to withdraw his, time at, during the international break to play for Morocco due to him getting a knock. So he's dealing definitely with an injury. So he came back here to Carrington, have trained, but isn't still really ready for a debut already tomorrow. So he's going to be out. We also have Varane still out. We have, obviously, we know Sancho is out, Anthony is out. Mount is still out. Yeah, there's spare players that are out. But remember when at the end of the Arsenal game we had Sancho Martinez had to get subbed out, Victor Lindelof had to get subbed out as well. Both of them are available though, so I'm pretty sure both of them will be starting tomorrow. So that's a good thing. That's a very good thing. When it comes to Brighton, they have Ferguson probably set to be out due to injury, and we got this star boy right here, Ansu Fati, on loan from Barcelona. Could potentially make his debut tomorrow. That to me will be very interesting to see. So I'm interested in that for sure. So yeah, that's kind of the gist of the team news, I would say. Let me see what some questions you guys have. Ravi asks, do you think both parties are both stubborn and don't get on with each other from the moment they first met? To be honest, I think that definitely could just be like they just don't get along. It could be that they're butting heads. It could be strong personality. That can definitely be a case. Yeah, I don't think this is just something overnight. This is probably something that's been building up, and we do have to also remember, which I know Tolumba is very, very apparent and very vocal about that, which I can agree with. In terms of, remember last season, there were a few months, 3 months, where Sancho was able to not play, focus on recouping, collecting, building, working on his mental health and physical health as well. All of that, he just wasn't at the right place in that time. And then we were hoping that maybe, okay, you're back now. Hopefully, slowly, we get to see that Dortmund Sancho, we haven't. So we can't sit there and say that Ten Hag hasn't been able to give him that opportunity. He has. And to be honest, I don't even know if a lot of managers would be able to do that. So I commend Ten Hag to give a player, even though you should be, but let's be honest, not every manager does that. But I do think it's important to back a player and be like, you know what? Something in right here. Obviously, we don't know everything. We do know that he wasn't playing for a certain amount of time. And as us in the Man United fan base would be saying, he was sent, he was sent to the mountains, working on himself, which I do think is important. Like, remember, I don't know if you guys heard, but recently, I think right now at the end of the international break, Richarlison came out, which I commend him for, talking about that, okay, once he, returns to Spurs, returns to London, like he would seek, psychological help. Like he'll talk to a psychiatrist, just to get his mind right. And we have to normalize talking about mental health. I'm a big advocate of when it comes to mental health. Like I've been dealing with depression, I have social anxiety, I got ADHD, I got slight OCD. Hey, all of it, I know how it feels. It's shit. But I think it's important to talk about it. And just because you're a professional athlete, you're in the limelight, or you're a public figure doesn't mean that you don't also have, some tough and bad times as well, because that can happen. And it's okay to speak up about it. So I just want to say I commend Richarlison for doing that. I might not necessarily rate him as a player, but I do respect him to be like, you know what, something ain't right. I gotta figure it out. I gotta work on that. And that, for me, I can feel some type of sympathy when it comes to that. And that's why, like, I felt like with Sancho, I really wanted it to work. But hey, it is what it is. But I think back to what you were saying, Ravi, I do think there can definitely be some type of butting heads here with both of them. Uh, but it is what it is. That's it. If you think that the Premier League fans would stop mocking Maguire at West Ham, they don't understand mankind. I'm not saying that they would fully stop. Let's be honest though. You're definitely, if you're at Man United, 100%, lot of, oh my God, we're such a hated club. Rival fans, everybody, even people that aren't really our rivals, will still just be like, we just want to back to Man United. You're going to get it. But I'm not sitting here and saying that he wouldn't be getting, of course, some trolls here and there. But let's be honest, if we went to West Ham and he cooks, people will be talking more about that. Hey, but people are laughing more at you because you're trying to force yourself to play at Man United when we all know there's no room nor place for you here, my G. Nothing. You're 30 years old. You're not getting any younger. There's a Euro coming up next year. Okay, right now it looks to be that you're probably going, even though you shouldn't. And you shouldn't deserve to be going because you're not fully fit. Not in terms of like, when I'm saying like fit in injury or not with that, but just you're not playing many games. Obviously, with them, some of the games I've seen, you're rusty, brother. You're not fully there. We have to be honest. Question from Ravi: thoughts on the best way United can avoid Brighton exposing weakness in the United team? Fullback, it depends. Fullback's got to be honest. So I'm expecting Wan-Bissaka to lock up, which he has done when it comes to Matoma. And also I'm thinking, to be honest, they probably might be, even though we're at home, they might be having a little bit more of the ball. I just want us to win. So I'm thinking, however we need to win, just win tomorrow. I don't give a damn. So that's kind of that. So Roma says the only hope I have of us winning is the fact that we are at home. Apart from that, I'm not confident. And that's fair. That's fair. I completely understand that. Just as in the last weeks, the mental health topic is under attack. There are a lot of YouTubers that attack this topic, not only YouTubers, a part of media. That's concerning. And I hear you, Schlots. I'm not gonna, make fun of anybody's mental health just because I know everybody has a mental health. And some mental health might be worse than others. Some might be very good. We all have our off days. And some might have, of course, illnesses, medical conditions, everything that will affect your mental health even more, right? I know that very well, like I said. But there's definitely, of course, some people that might be discrediting that or trying to knock on somebody's being like, yeah, but maybe if you're not mentally here, then you're not really equipped for this. And it's like, no, I disagree. But I hear what you're saying, Schloss. I hear it. Okay, so moving on. I want to showcase what I'm predicting in terms of tomorrow. So obviously I did say, okay, so there are some players that are out who will be picked. There we go. That's my lineup. Oh, Schloss says, before I go, United will win easy tomorrow. It won't be a problem. I predict 2-0 for United. Okay, Schloss. It's funny how Schloss says all of that and then be like, yeah. But big up though, Schloss. Have a great time. Big up. But yeah, here is my predicted lineup. So we have Andrea Onana in goal, of course. When it comes to the back line here, we have Wan-Bissaka on that right, locking up a set Mitoma on that left wing. Dalot actually did very well locking up Bukayo Saka when he was playing a left back in the Arsenal game. I ain't gonna lie, and I rate Bukayo Saka, but Bukayo Saka wasn't having much of sniff in that game. So as Luke Shaw is still out, I'm thinking I think Dalot deserves to have another start, but you can bring a Sergio Reguilon it's so weird to say that, but would be on the bench if needs be. So yeah. And then the centre back partnership as Lisandro Martinez and Victor Lindelöf both are back. They're not injured. I know a lot of people are saying, "Oh, you're gonna have Johnny Evans and Harry Maguire play for you guys." Oh my God, we had it at the end of the Arsenal game. I get it, people, but now this is what I see in that midfield. Like I said, of course, Amrabat is not available for this game, but to be honest, I would have regardless assumed that Christian Eriksen would probably be starting because I ain't gonna lie, I felt like Christian Eriksen did have I would say he looked very good against Arsenal. Yeah, we lost, but like he looked good in that midfield. You were thinking that we were gonna get fully exposed, but not really. He did play well. Also, we're at home, so I'm thinking him, Casemiro, Bruno. I need Bruno in that midfield. It could. I'm not gonna be shocked. I'll be annoyed, but I'm not gonna be shocked if you end up seeing Bruno Fernandes on that right, because we've seen that many times before when we've even had opportunities to select an actual winger. Often in some games, you do be seeing Eric Ten Hag selecting Bruno on that right wing or moving him to that right wing mid game, which I don't always agree on because I personally prefer Bruno in that middle. In that 10 role, Bruno cooks a lot more. But even though we're home, technically we're home, so Bruno often does better, way better at home. But I do need to see, brother, you need to turn up when you play away from home as well. Like we need to see something. Give me something. You know what I'm saying? Give me something. But yeah, and then left wing, of course, Rashford, so much better. In the two opening games, we know that Wolves and Spurs game when he played up top as a striker doesn't work. It doesn't work. We know it just doesn't look comfortable whatsoever. But as soon as we moved him to that left wing against the Forest, even though technically, oh my God, when still remembering when Awani was just like completely ran past him, like, and just scored, the opening goal, and then it was a set. Oh my God, that was horrible. Hopefully, we're not going to have such a bad start because I cannot see us conceding 2 goals again. I can't do it. Mentally, I can't do it. I can't do it. I need to see some positivity, But either way, once you move Rashford to a left, like he ended up getting, assist. I think he might have gotten another assist. Also, he did score the only goal when we played against Arsenal. Actually did look pretty decent. So once again, on the left, on the right. I know that Tuluma says we all know Pelestri won't start. I'm hoping it'll be interesting. The thing is, though, probably it'll be Bruno on that right, but like, I just I want to hopefully believe that we can see Pelestri. The thing is, though, we have to remember, I will have some questions because if we don't see Pelestri getting a lot of minutes here and there, now it's an opening. There's 2 wingers, 2 right wingers, J and A. Both of them, or I should say S and A. Both of them, or JS and just A. Both of them, they ain't playing. They're not going to be there, at least for a while. So there's action opening. If you're not going to get an opportunity, when the hell are you going to get it? That's kind of what I'm thinking. We saw you slowly easing, integrating Alejandro Garnacho to the left-hand side into the squad, which was great. Kobe Main, of course, he's been injured, obviously, since preseason, but you've seen him 100%. You would have maybe assumed that he'll definitely get more and more into more time to play for the squad. But with Pelestri, that was gonna plan to go on loan during the transfer window, right? But the Ten Hag, after having a conversation with Ten Hag, he stayed. So if you're staying, it would have to mean that you're promised to play more minutes, to have more of have another role. And obviously that was even prior to us having 2 players gone from that right wing side. So I'm just thinking, I want to hope and believe that he's going to start tomorrow, and I think he should. But once again, I will not be shocked. Don't get it twisted. I will not be shocked if Bruno starts on that right wing. But personally, I would prefer and I would hope that we see a Pelestri start on that right wing because whenever he has been getting some minutes, he actually does play very well. He's fast. Also, I would say technically he's pretty good on the ball, and I think he would be very much of a goal threat for me. And he can cross the ball as well. Like you have Rasmus Hojlund, probably I would assume that he's going to be starting in this game. I watched um, I watched the last Denmark game where they played Finland and they won 1-0 at the end, a goal by Emil Højbjerg. But Rasmus Hojlund did come on in the second half, so he got a full 45 minutes. He hasn't got a full 90 minutes, but I would maybe assume like he'll start, maybe have the first half, and then maybe Martial coming in potentially. I don't know, something in that order. But I do think that Haaland probably will be starting, in my opinion. So that will be the team. So that's what the team is looking like. What are your thoughts about that, people? To those of you who are tuned in, I do appreciate it. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up, and of course, also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Live score right here. I think Martial might start. I don't know why. Could be, but personally, I hope not. Lewis says, feed us, United. We need to be fed. I want to eat. Truma says, if he doesn't play Pleasure tomorrow, my patient has run with this man. Wait, Twalumba. So you're saying if... Nah, that might be... I mean, that is your prerogative. But you're saying if Peleshri doesn't start tomorrow, you're saying that you're Ten Hag out? What? Are you? Huh? Really? Oh.
What do you mean by that?
What do you mean by that? Let me know. Wow. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Either way, though, we'll have to wait and see what happens. For me, it'll take a lot for me to be Ten Hag out. I'm definitely not there. But hey, we have to start winning, some more games, playing well. We need to. I still want us to continue to have that good record at home, but we have to work on that away record. Okay, Lord have mercy. The next game we're going to be playing is going to be against Bayern next week, next Wednesday. So, whew, I cannot wait though for the Champions League to be back. I cannot wait. I'm going to be planning to do like a Champions League type of stream on Monday, talking about the games. So it'll be dope. But yeah. Pick up Llewellyn, hope you're doing well. It says, pick up stuff from everyone in the free seats. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing well. Hope you're also doing well. Not going to be an easy game. Definitely not. But our home form is in our favor. Come on, United. That's exactly what I'm banking on as well. The fact that we're at home makes me a lot more confident in the fact that we can... However this game goes, we'll scrape through a result. I do think so. I don't want to draw. I want to win. I actually really want to win. I don't want to draw. I want to win. Emma says, I want him to play more than 10 minutes. Don't bring him in the dying minutes. Oh, but let's just say hypothetically, though, Twalumba, just, from me to you, Twalumba, why am I doing like I'm doing this type of ASMR? I'm actually a big ASMR fan, so that's that. But either way, Twalumba, just from me to you, my friend, if hypothetically, Peleshri plays less than 10 minutes, are you then Ten Hag out? Because fam, that might be a bit of a reach. But then again, that's your prerogative. I ain't judging you. That's your opinion. But damn. Shalon says, I really can't understand why you aren't 7 Hag out. Why would I be 7 Hag out? I think people are forgetting. We were Ole at the wheel for freaking 3 years. We didn't do ish. We didn't win anything. We didn't progress. It was vibes in Kumbaya FC. And this comes from me. I wanted Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to work. I was proud as like a fellow Norwegian citizen. I was like, yo, this is dope. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, like, I love him as a player. Love the guy. But as a manager, the Manchester United, nah. Did not work. But if we're gonna, let's just say, hypothetically again, if we sack Eric Ten Hag right now, who are we gonna get? We need to start fresh. Because once again, the Glazers are still here. And did I not say months ago? I'm pretty sure I said it like what? Might have been December last year or even January this year. Sometime. Several months ago, I did say we will not be successful again as long as we have these Glazers here. We won't. Okay? We have 10 out now. I'm trying to trust him, I'm trying to back him, but not blindly back him. I still, of course, have my concerns here and there, but I'm not going to sit here and be too reactionary and be like, sack him. Oh, he got to go. No. No. What are we doing here? Charles has 7 hard ones criminals as his club. He has no problem to play Voldemort. That's why I can't understand you support this guy. First and foremost, okay, I hear you. Once again, still don't know that full story of that. He ain't here, Voldemort. I don't want to go back and forth with the whole Voldemort thing. I don't want to. I'm tired. People, I'm tired. I just want to talk about football. Okay? Kumbaya. I'm tired. Mentally, physically, I'm tired. I really am. I want to see the glory days at Man United. That's it. That's it. Question: have we ever seen Erik ten Hag actually starting his perfect 11 without injuries, illness, controversy, etc.? I wish I had like a very good meme type of video for this because wait, this one.
That is so fetch.
This one. Yeah. That one. Yes. Yes. Because we haven't seen it, is what I'm trying to say. We haven't, and I agree with you, Llewellyn. We haven't seen that. We haven't. Remember last season, he literally, for the majority of the season, didn't really play with the actual number 9. So stuff like that, we haven't seen him play with a lot of his like actual signings that we gotten. So I agree with you, Llewellyn. Can we? And also, how many managers have been going through this many controversies and stuff happening on and off the pitch? Not many. Yo, how many people will be able to deal with the whole Cristiano Ronaldo situation? Okay? MG. All of that. It's been a lot. It's been a lot. Freaking hell, man. It's been a lot. So I'm not going to sit here and just already now be on. We can definitely raise questions. Nothing wrong with that. But I'm not going to sit here and be on his back like that and just be like, you know what? Waiting for you to fail. I'm waiting for people to say, I told you so. Nope. Numa says, if not tomorrow, when will the boy get a chance, Sofia? Against Bayern, I feel for the guy. Maybe he has impressed Erik ten Hag training, which I doubt, then why pick him, giving him fall? So, and once again, I will if there is like now a couple of games where we don't see Pelestri actually get several minutes now, get the proper chance. Because Pelestri I can get, there's a lot of people saying, yeah, but Sancho hasn't getting a proper chance. That one, I disagree. Pelestri, 100%, I'm on board with the fact that he hasn't been given a proper chance. So, because I also think if you don't rate him, then let him go. Because we were hoping that Zidane Ipo was going to play more. Didn't. He now is sold to Utrecht. Okay? He let go of a lot of players from the academy. Honestly, because you don't see a future for these players. And then there's other players that you do see, such a Canacho and a Calimeno. Those two, hey, 100% a part of the squad. But Will Pelestri obviously is one of the younger players, got bought back in 2020. Are we going to see Pelestri be given a proper chance? And if he does get the proper chance and he rolls with it and he does very well, will we continue seeing that? That's important as well. Against Liverpool last season, Arsenal, once says Elanga started in that game. Ooh, that's 7-0 battering. Yeah, the hair was, obviously the hair was in gold, but I'm not even going to be putting that on the hair, to be honest. Everybody was not, no, we were not on that game. We completely, I don't know what that game was, but I'm trying to just completely forget about that game. That was a horrible game. Oh my God, I still remember how I felt. Like oof. Don't even get me started. Either way, guys, I think we're just gonna end this stream at that for this match preview. But before we do, I do want to give my prediction for the game. So I'm thinking, like I said, due to, let's just say this is the player. These are, I would say, majority is probably going to be the players that are going to be starting tomorrow, is what I'm thinking. So either way, I am predicting 2-1 win for Man United. I'm thinking, once again, those of you who are unaware, we are at home. We have a very good home record. Last time we lost was over a year ago. To who? Brighton. But I still do expect us to win. It's not going to be easy breezy. It's not going to be the best performance I would love. But no, but I do want to see something. I want us to win. Play like a proper team. Win. That's all. That's all. Okay? I don't want us to lose. I don't even want us to draw. I want to win. We need those 3 points. We have to. A proper chance is all I ask for when it comes to possession. That's fair. That's good stream. Thank you. A loss or a draw, none of that. It's crazy to think that we are into the second season and Man still doesn't have his perfect 11. Plays out 3-1 United. That's the thing as well. It just shows Glazers still gotta go. Literally. Either way, guys, I will actually now be filming a quick little match preview for another game tomorrow, which is going to be the Milan derby. So Inter versus AC Milan. So I'm going to film that. That will be dropping later this evening. So stay tuned for another match preview. I will be a guest making my debut on Staffy TV, another United supporter. So I will be linking that in the community tab so that you guys can check it out. For those of you who live in the UK, it's going to be 9 p.m. UK time. So stay tuned for that. Other than that, I will be back with, I still am not doing watch-alongs yet. I ain't gonna lie, it's been nice to just watch the games, but we will be doing a live match reaction straight after tomorrow's game. So, yes. At almost as simple, I'm playing Devil's Advocate. These Mel Jacobs aren't as great as you think of them to be. Hey, okay. Lewis says I'm gonna be positive, say 3-1. Don't know if that's realistic though. Hey, we will have to wait and see. Either way, make sure you guys like the video on your way out and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Still on the road to 3K subscribers, so let's make that happen, shall we? And I'll see you guys in the next video later. Big up, people. So peace out. Bye-bye.
Are you all right? Yes. No, you are all left.